You're watching Live Now. I'm Austin Westfall. Savannah Guthrie posting this video on social media moments ago.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us and we will pay.
So that's the short clip that was posted moments ago. A lot of context to be gleaned from this, and certainly a lot of questions that we have. But the family saying that they have received a message, and I will say that's the third message that's been posted. The first two videos asked for proof of life. I didn't hear that in that message there. The new video was posted one day after authorities confirmed that a new message was obtained in relation to the investigation into the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Standing by is Taylor Wirtz. Taylor is a reporter with Fox 10 Phoenix. Fox 10, of course, has been covering this story every day. And Taylor, this is the third time we've heard from the Guthrie family themselves on social media.
Yeah, Austin, it is. As you said, it is noteworthy that this time they did not specifically mention the first message and the second. They were very adamant, very desperate that they needed proof of life before anything could be done. This message, it seemed to carry a little bit more of a somber tone. I know there was speculation early on in the first video that they were talking directly to Nancy's supposed kidnapper. In this one, it felt very clear that they were, saying, "We understand." What do they understand? There's obviously a lot of questions with that there, and using the word celebrate if they could get her back is also an unusual term. So I think this video is giving all of us a lot more questions than answers, but it seems to be very clear that they're talking to someone specific. We know that at least one ransom note has been ruled out as bogus, one person out of California arrested for that, but it seems like investigators are having to act like at least one of these notes is real, or at least the family is at this point.
Taylor, we have been sporadically hearing from officials on camera. Have we heard anything from police today?
They just put out a general statement today, no press conference or anything like that. We have seen those throughout the week, and typically a lot of times they've just given us the update, still no big news yet. Today they just said that they are not honing in on any specific suspects or vehicles at this time. They said, any investigations that you see are pretty routine, pretty normal, which is interesting because we know that Fox News Digital reported on a nearby Circle K that investigators seem to be honing in on, and the staff told Fox Digital that they were looking through some surveillance video there. So no idea if they were looking for a specific person or a specific vehicle, but that is interesting that the sheriff is still saying at this time there are no suspects.
My understanding is you've been in the neighborhood today, and did you talk with neighbors?
We've talked with a few. Obviously, it is, as I'm sure you're aware, quite a media circus out here. So a lot of neighbors, rightfully so, are used to reporters coming and going. So a lot of people are staying a little bit more in their homes at this point. But the ones that we have spoken to said, we are still glad that you're here because we want answers and we want Nancy's name and face out there as much as possible so they understand why we're here and they know that there's a reason for it. We also spoke with a woman. She doesn't live directly in this neighborhood. She lives about 3 miles away, but she has an elderly mother, and she just said she woke up this morning with this whole thing on her heart. She drove out here with her young daughter just to see if there was any search party, any way if she could be of help. She works in a medical office, and so she said she called in with a tip to investigators about how pacemakers work and how that might help them in their investigation. So I think that just goes to show how the entire community, even outside of this neighborhood, is really coming together to pull to get Nancy home.
And I'm curious, what's the level of people in the area knowing the Guthrie family?
It seems like a lot of people do. I mean, I think I heard one of Nancy's friends joking that a lot of people knew Nancy more than Savannah. They said if you lived in this area, it was impossible not to have heard of Nancy. Obviously, the town is very proud of Savannah. You know, she's co-hosting the Today Show. They've done episodes where they've come back to her hometown to meet everybody. So I think a lot of people are very aware that Nancy lived here, and she was kind of a local celebrity.
Taylor Wirtz reporting for us in southern Arizona. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin.
So we will keep the audience informed. If we hear of an imminent police update, we will let you know. The FBI's tip line, by the way, is on your screen, 1-800-CALL-FBI. The last post I saw from the Pima County Sheriff's Department Twitter account, they posted on X this. They say, we currently do not have any press briefings scheduled for the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This was posted 6 hours ago. They say if something breaks, we will call one immediately and email our media partners as well as post on X. Sheriff Nanos is also not granting any interviews at this time. Of course, the understanding here is that the police know more than we know. Time will tell when the next major update will come from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. We'll let you know as soon as we know. We'll also let you know if we hear anything from the FBI or if we see any more social media posts on the Guthrie family social media channels.